Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this afternoon for a movie review for the next 2024 film for Despicable Me 4. The 2024 film I got a chance to watch for myself to see what I was going to think of this film overall. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for this hour and 34-minute movie and let you know my thoughts on this film overall. With Steve Carell, Will Ferrell, almost said Will Smith by mistake. Will Ferrell plays as the bad guy in this film. But yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts on this hour and 34 minutes of a film. So let's dive into this movie review. Now, with what I've seen with this film, I don't necessarily hate the film. I think it's fairly decent of a film. I think the storyline is interesting enough, but it's the execution is the thing, like, did it work and all that. And somewhat it did, and somewhat it didn't. Because there were some moments I was unsure what I thought about the film overall. So excuse my yawning. It's basically Gru kind of invades into this villain school or whatever. Invades the villain school years later after he was a villain. For the longest time, he was a villain in the whole Despicable Me saga. But then he decided to join the Anti-Villain League, which is basically an organization that turns villains into superheroes and anti-heroes in a way. So he did join that, but I haven't seen the first three films. I think I've seen one of the films, to be honest, but I can't remember. It's been a while. But I remember watching Rise of Gru, Minions: The Rise of Gru, or whatever that movie was back last year or so. But I remember a few moments in the first Despicable Me movie, or the second. It was either one of them, but I think this film was decent. It wasn't one of the best films I've seen of 2024, but it's fairly decent. We'll be on the decent to good movies of 2024 by the end of the year. So, which is coming up very soon, the end of the year, in the next 2 months or so. So, I think this movie had something going for it. The execution was the main thing. Like, did it work or not? And it was fairly alright. So, if I were to give Despicable Me a 4 a score, I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's slightly decent. Pretty much Maxine is the bad guy in this film. He's like this cockroach villain or whatever. It's kind of gross. But, Gru kind of, like, puts Maxine in prison at the beginning of the film. And then, excuse my yawning. And then Maxine kind of breaks out of prison and then goes after Gru, tries to find out where he's located at, and it doesn't get revealed till the end of the movie that you see more action sequences and all that. So some of the action sequences are alright, but this movie's made for kids, but it's just decent in my opinion. So I think this movie was fairly decent for what it went for, but 7 out of 10 is what I'm giving this movie. There's going to be more movie reviews happening during today and hopefully tomorrow. I've just been trying to find time to get busy with some other stuff. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this Despicable Me 4 movie review. I wanted to get this out to you guys because I've been watching it for the past 2 days. I started it a few days ago, but I didn't get to finish it till today, is what I'm saying, what I was trying to say. So, basically, 7 out of 10 for Despicable Me 4, the 2024 film. I hope you enjoyed this movie review this afternoon. Beverly Hills Cop Axel F is the next movie I'm going to be checking out. And thanks for watching this movie review today.